Once upon a time, a 10 to 12-year-old boy lived with his parents in a village. One day, after many years, the boy goes to his grandfather's village. He goes there and plays with his grandfather all the time. So one day while playing he told his grandfather that when I grow up, I will prove to be very successful. Can you tell me some ways to be successful? His grandfather looks at him smilingly and tells him yes. He takes her to a plant shop where small plants were available. From there his grandfather buys 2 small saplings and returns home. After coming home, he plants one of the plants in a big pot and keeps that pot inside the house. And he plants the second plant outside the house. Then he asks his grandson, which plant do you think will grow best in the future? The child thought a little and told his grandfather that the plant we have planted inside the house will grow well because it will be safe from every problem inside the house. And the plant we have planted outside the house has the properties of many things. For example, the plant is protected from the strong rays of the sun, storms, heavy rains and even animals. His grandfather smiled and told him to see what happens to these 2 plants in the future. Then after 4 years the boy again goes to his grandfather's house. After seeing grandfather, he again asks him, "Grandfather, last time I asked you how success in life is achieved. But you didn't tell me anything. But now you have to tell me." His grandfather smiled and told him, "Sure, but first let us look at those 2 plants, which we had planted a few years ago." Saying this his grandfather took him to the same place where he had kept the plant inside his house. He saw that the plant had become a big plant. Then he went to the place where he had planted the second sapling outside the house. They saw that that small plant had now become a very big and huge tree. Its branches were very strong and long, and its shadow was falling on the entire ground. Now the boy's grandfather looked at him and asked him to tell which plant has become the biggest and strongest. Which plant has flourished most successfully? The boy said the plant which we had planted outside. But grandfather, how is this possible? This plant must have made many dangerous switches, it must have faced many problems, but still how did this plant become such a big tree? His grandfather looked at him and said, "You are right, the plant we planted outside has solved many problems and by dealing with those problems, it has become so big and huge. Now he can expand his branches as much as he wants. And the problems like storm and heavy rain make its branches even stronger. And because of this, today it has become a huge tree. And now all these problems are small in front of him." Then his grandfather looked at him and told him that, "Son, always remember one thing, unless you struggle in your life, unless you go through difficulties, you cannot achieve success in your life. If you always have controllable choices in your life, you will not be able to grow as much as you could. If you are prepared for every problem and always ready for struggle, then it will not be impossible for you to achieve any destination. And then big problems will start seeming small to you." After hearing this, the boy took a deep breath and started looking towards that huge tree. His grandfather's words were running through his mind. So friends, we consider these things as problems, obstacles and difficulties as enemies of our life. But these obstacles and difficulties make us stronger and achieve more success in your life. And someone has said that if you are not facing problems in your life, then you should understand that you are on the wrong track. So friends, if you want to spread this story to more people, then like this video so that YouTube can spread this video to more people. If you like the story, then please subscribe to the channel. So see you next time with another story like this. So be patient, do it smoothly and move ahead in life.